Deevo is bait. It's been a while since we've casted a Deevo game. We're gonna get right into it. Alright, lads. BO5 time. We're gonna get right into it. For the return of Deevo the Great.
Hi. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing? I didn't catch your name yet because I'm making a cheeky little overlay here. Hold on a second, let me line it up on the bottom. Whoa! Calm yourself. Oh no. Yeah, oh no, the pixel's off. Is that it? Yes, first try. I'm insane. We're right into the game. Deevo in the blue, Turbo in the orange, although they're really more green and red if you ask me. Deevo, despite the fact that I believe he is lower ranked in 1v1 currently, because I don't even think he's finished his placement matches for 1v1 in Season 4. He is probably the favorite here against his current teammate Turbo Pulsa. Both of these guys playing for Northern Gaming, of course. Turbo Pulsa subbing in for Maestro, as Maestro couldn't make it to the LAN this time due to school. And not a bad shot here from Deevo. This is actually surprisingly accurate, my goodness. He timed that to perfection, getting the bar down and in off the ground. 1-0 against Turbo Pulsa. Turbo does love to play a defensive style in 1v1, as most of you who have watched him play on my stream before will know. He likes to wait for his opponent to make misplays and then fast counter. Deevo, on the other hand, all-out aggression. That's why he is one of the fan favorites, and he loves to play as fast as possible. Will that match up well against Turbo? Of course, Deevo has lost a series on stream against another teammate in Maestro. He dropped that series 3-2. And although Turbo is not that similar to Maestro in playstyle, he could pose a similar threat. This could be closer than you guys might expect.
Here's Johnny.
I'll catch up in subs after the stream. I do appreciate all the love, guys. Proud of you. Hey, I appreciate the pride. I'm glad that I was able to get Deevo on stream before going to America. Of course, I'm going to America tomorrow morning. For those of you who are watching live on Twitch, if you're watching this on YouTube, it's already happened. We're probably already there, and I'm recording this just so that you guys have something to watch while I am away. Is Deevo going to be able to save this? Yes, he is. And a fast recovery back into the play. Turbo going for the boost steal, and he missed it on the exit. This is where we expect to see Turbo Pulsa, just making saves to the side of the pitch, and then trying to beat Deevo to the ball, try and get the counter attack started down the wing. That is something that he loves to do, and he is very good at it. He is able to take games off just about anybody on his day, giving Scrub Killer trouble on his stream pretty often. He does like to snipe him. This is a very good move by Deevo, very fast flick. Turbo trying to just hit the brakes and let the ball come to him, but in 1v1 you generally don't really want to do that at the highest level. You want to make a proactive play, be moving at the ball, not just wait for it to come to you, especially if you're the defender. Deevo's shots continue to be so dangerous. Turbo will have to make another save. Deevo able to generate so much power. One of the best, one of the cleanest dodgers in the game. No doubt about it. One of the cleanest dodgers. By that I mean his ability to input those two presses on the jump key are so fast that it's almost instantaneous, and you hardly see him delay or miss that front flip timing by accidentally air rolling. Very, very rare for that to happen to Deevo. One of the things that makes him appear so fast, another contributor would be the 110 FOV. I'm not sure what Turbo Pulse's FOV is. Probably something like 105 by the looks of it. Deevo's definitely had all of the control up until now, and another exceptionally quick side flip shot is going to take it past Turbo for 3-1. We have to see this from Turbo's POV, because it's only when you watch the defender's POV on these side flip shots that you realize how quick they really go, and the acceleration on the ball is quite astonishing. The side flip shot is definitely something that I think Cucks are popularized, but Deevo is exceptional at it as well. What a rebound by Deevo! The team play is really quite exceptional here. This is very promising for Northern Gaming at LAN. Turbo Pulsa to the back wall. Deevo pre-jumps the he pre-jumps the bounce. Sticks it in. One of the other reasons why we love watching Deevo play is he does turn into Beanbo every now and then, and Beanbo's certainly at large right now. Still in control of the game though. He's going to have to watch out for the long shots for Turbo Pulsa. I do think that most of Turbo Pulse's shots this game will be onto empty nets. I don't expect him to be scoring many goals past the goalkeeper or defended net, because Deevo is just so good at challenging, so good at denying Turbo possession. Just easily taking Turbo out the game there. Turbo Pulse like panicking, I feel. He's just not been able to get his hands on the ball enough this game to feel like he's in control of his own destiny. So we're more likely to see him throwing himself at challenges just to try and get back into the game. Oh, Deevo should be scoring that. Still should be scoring this, and he will in the second shot. Surely, no, Turbo Pulse gets the lucky save off the post. Deevo should have scored that though, no doubt. And he's given it straight to Turbo. Open net. I did say this is how Turbo's going to score most of his goals, and it continues to be the case. Huge misplay by Deevo, giving the ball straight to Turbo Pulse. He did not need to take a shot on net there. He could have just played it to the side, try and get it past the defender. But he had to go for that open net after the second, or after missing it 2 times. He felt pressured to go for it. Did that drive-by message not work? Bayonet Mike, did it not work? I'm sorry if it didn't. That's a phenomenal first touch by Deevo. Is he going to get the open net this time? Yes, he will. The first touch here is so key. Just baits Turbo in and then pops the ball so high. He doesn't even care if the pop goes on net. As long as he gets it past his opponent, that is all he's going for. And perfect read on Turbo's defense. Turbo spent the first 2 minutes of this game just sitting in goal waiting for Deevo to overextend, and after that did not happen, he's decided to start challenging earlier. And Deevo saw that coming apparently, because he's adapted perfectly to the situation. Good bumps by Turbo right there though, as he gets Deevo out the play. Still only 2 goals the difference, although it has been a very one-sided game in terms of possession and control. Deevo looking like his prime right here, despite the fact that I think he has not finished his placement matches in Season 4. And Deevo on the rebound should have had it. He makes it look so easy to follow the ball and track it as it approaches the back wall. Crossbar was the only thing preventing him from getting a 3-goal lead there. It's very curious to see if Turbo is going to be able to find any success with these challenges. Deevo has been taking him out the game pretty consistently, and he's going to go for another off-the-wall play. He doesn't even care if this goes on target. He just wants to keep away from Turbo. 15 seconds left. Not really any chance for Turbo to come back here. There's been 14 shots to 6, a domination in possession and control. Deevo really looking like he is on form today. Turbo Pulse is going to have to up the pace. He's going to have to up the percentage of successful challenges, and he's certainly going to have to up the shooting accuracy as well. As remember, one of his goals this game was an own goal by Deevo. The last one was pretty much a consolation goal as Deevo was celebrating in the air. GG from Turbo, good night from Deevo. That's a decent adaptation for the post-game. 1-0 Deevo. Will he be able to sweep this? I'm sure a lot of you will be wondering right now. After seeing how confident that game 1 was, this looks like it could be a Deevo sweep. It's reminiscent of his domination of the North American 1v1 gods from the start of 2017, before falling to Pronovi. Oh my goodness, what a mind game by Deevo on his own goal line. And Turbo is not happy about that one. He has been completely red, inside out. Deevo with the mind game on his own back wall. Impressive stuff. Deevo does play a lot of Rocket League. I'm sure a lot of you will be wondering why he has not played his 1v1 placements. Maybe he played them yesterday or today, but 2 days ago he certainly had not, or at least so he told me. What a save by Deevo. Getting that to go to the left-hand side of Turbo is making it so difficult for Turbo to follow up. And the mind game again by Deevo, intentional or not, it will be successful. He doesn't go for the third one, although it might have worked, and he's dropping what a saves all over the place. Deevo is toxic. And Turbo is all over the place. I think Deevo could have gone for another mind game there. It's debatable. Debatable. Definitely debatable whether he would have got it. And no, I just for clarification, I am banning that message, not because I am against that suggestion, but because you're spamming, and I don't like people who one-man spam. It's just attention seeking. 3-0, this is not looking good for Turbopolsa. Currently, I think ranked 50 or so in the 1v1 leaderboard. He has, of course, peaked much higher in the past. I'm sure he could get higher if he would play those more often. And so could Deevo, of course. He has been playing plenty 2v2 this season and 3v3, mostly 2s though. That is his ranked playlist of choice. And of course, the reason why pro players prefer 2v2 over 3v3, of course there are many reasons, but one of the reasons is that they get more possession in 2v2. 3v3 you have to rotate away from the ball more, you have to rotate away from your teammates more. If you play 2v2 you get to play the ball a lot more. Was that even going in? Deevo ensuring that it was, with another semi-own goal.
Hi, Johnny.
Hi. Appreciate the 300 chairs, has. Wait. Why does it just say has? Sorry, I have to stop commentary for a minute because I looked at my Twitch alerts and it just says has used 300 bits. I swear that's what it says. It doesn't say any name. Oh, cheeky by Deevo trying to go for a slow play, and he does get punished, but oh my word, what a read! Deevo doesn't even see where the goal is. He doesn't need to see where the goal is.
Can we start a prize pool? Go Devo.
Turbo had no idea Deevo was going to go for a shot there. The aerial mechanics of this man continue to impress. A good first touch there by Deevo. Will secure him the back corner boost on the fake face-off. There's no way he's going to be able to air dribble this on target. Not even Deevo can rescue that one from beyond the point of no return. Decides to go up for this save, despite the fact that it was probably hitting the crossbar. Turbo's up for the rebound. Deevo getting deep into the net there so that he would be able to drive forward at multiple angles. Continuing to go for mind games and bumps. This is certainly a matchup of pride as well as a matchup of top level 1v1 players. Teammates, sometimes the biggest rivals in 1v1. And I did notice a prize pool donation. I'll get that started in a second. After this game. Oh my goodness, another finish by Deevo into his own net, the third one of the series. And Turbopolsa is going to be feeling pretty happy about this. The generosity of Deevo, the gift that just keeps on giving, as he scored another own goal. In a shot that was probably savable. Turbo's going to be within one here if he plays his cards right, and he will. This is going from another one-sided Deevo victory to something a little bit less comfortable. You remember, did slow roll an open net this game, and that did not result in a goal, of course. Deevo never afraid to dribble the ball back into his own half. Loves to be the player who's dictating the play and in control of the game. My word, the speed from Deevo from the ground to the top of his car to the back of the net in the blink of an eye. Fakes the infield dribble, goes outside and then back infield again. And Deevo's saying that Danish people are messaging him. I don't know what he means by that, but we can take it for what it's worth. This is the same score that game 1 finished with. Of course, we're only halfway through game 2 though. And I do expect to see some more goals. Is that going to be on target? Yes, it is. Turbo not able to keep it out, and Deevo will double the score of the Swede. Turbo going for a monster half volley wall clear there in a position where he had a huge boost advantage. A little bit risky. Did not need to go for that play. Turbo again falling for the fake kickoff, and again a great first touch by Deevo. Air roll shot's going to keep that ball lower than he would have liked though. Deevo's first touch is so good today, my goodness. I recently talked to Cuxer about first touch, and he still thinks that Marky has the best first touch in the world, but Deevo might have something to say about that. Just gorgeous control once again. 7-3, Turbo looking lost as to how to go about this game. And although he's faring a little bit better in terms of shots, it does not look like he is in control whatsoever. Not able to keep up with the Englishman, who is outpacing him. His first touch has been too good, and Turbo once again is completely dangled. Deevo tries to slow roll this one. Not even he can stop the ball going into the net. My goodness, the speed of Deevo. He's the best player in the world at these sidewinder dribbles. Just throwing power slides into the mix. Going left, going right. leaving Turbo in the dust. Turbo Pulse are going to have to rename to a much more slower variation of the famous Swedish sausage. He's forgotten to ignite the turbo this game, it would seem. And although he's given Deevo a bit of a kick, it is not going to lead to an open neck possession. Deevo looking so comfortable in every asset of this game at the moment. Will Turbo Pulse be able to do anything to bring this one back? It does not look like it at the moment. He's pre-jumping. Deevo's gonna pop Turbo to the net. The ball follows slowly. Oh my goodness. That is going to be the cheekiest bump I've ever seen.
You my free sub. If only I could see the alert past your nose, Papa.
Deevo asking, question mark, are you drunk, question mark. And Turbo just drops a reverse smiley face. That's probably the best bump goal I've ever seen. So casual for the 9-3 lead. Deevo is certainly at his best today. Making Turbo look like a tier 2 player. Making Turbo look not even close to his level. And I don't think anyone has ever made Turbo look this bad on
my
stream
gay friend Cameron smile.
My nose curing your gay friend Cameron. That's interesting. I don't know what, of course I've never seen your gay friend Cameron. Deevo going for another ceiling shot. No way, is he gonna have this? Oh my word! I didn't even see that he was controlling that ball till the very last second. He's just time wasting here. Deevo doesn't care for scoring a 10th goal. He wants to style on Turbo, if anything. Turbo has got to reverse sweep this, or he will be going to a quick 3-0 exit. And he will drop the triple. What a save on this. Pretty good keep you up dribble into the catch and the throw. But what does it matter when you're down 9-4? What on earth are you guys spamming? It's a Pulsa is a Danish sausage? Oh, my bad. My bad. I mean, they eat them in Sweden though. The Pulsa. The Pulsa. I don't know how you say it. I really don't know. What do you guys think? Is this going to be a 3-0 or is Turbo going to have any chance to take a game? It doesn't look like it at the moment. Deevo is far too good, far too fast. His control has been way too good for Turbo. Turbo Pulse is saying BRB. He might be just making a quick car change. And I think you can get back into the lobby without me kicking and re-inviting now with the recent join match feature. Yeah, there you go. So Turbo is back. What car is he going to be using, I wonder? Deevo is saying it's his first 1v1 since 2011. A slight exaggeration, I'm sure. But I do believe Deevo when he says that he's not finished his ranked 1v1 placements this season. Although I'm not sure it would matter. Because, he plays so much 2v2, and his dribbling style, his fast play style, just look at that aerial. So clean. Yeah, Deevo says he's literally played 4 placements this season. I believe it. I believe it. Alright, let's get into game 3. It was genuinely, that aerial goal was from an angle that Turbo Pulsa did not even think was possible. He was going to get the boost in the corner, fully expecting Deevo to back off to the midfield. But now we have Mantis Turbo Pulsa, and he doesn't seem to be faring any better than Octane Turbo Pulsa. Deevo 1-0 in 13 seconds. Turbo Pulsa just gives him the ball. Is that a painted Mantis? I think it is. I think it's a Saffron Mantis, if I'm not mistaken. It is looking pretty good. I'm not entirely against Turbo making a car change here. Seems like a pretty smart thing to do, because the Octane is absolutely not working. The Octane mirror match favouring the Englishman 7-fold. Good placement on the no jump 50-50 for Deevo there. Of course, he doesn't want to dodge into that 50-50 because his recovery time would be substantial. But he's quite happy going for the one jump 50-50, just placing his car right behind the ball. Half flip though was lacking. Deevo was hoping for a much higher pop on the ball with that back flip. Does Cuxer like the Mantis? No, Cuxer does not like the Mantis. He says that it is harder to be precise with your shots than the Batmobile. I've not seen him play much of it though myself. Maybe he's just ill-practiced with it. Deevo making this look so easy. Just dispossesses Turbo before Turbo has a chance to make any offensive plays. That's the main difference between these two playstyles, is Deevo will make the earliest possible challenge. He just inches closer and closer to his opponent when they have the ball, and at the earliest moment that he thinks he can make the challenge, he will. Turbo Pulse, on the other hand, waits till the very last second to make his challenge. And right now, Deevo is making his style work so well. I don't know if anyone in the world would be confident going up against him today, with how fast he is playing, how accurate he is with his hits, how precise he is with his first touch. Another fake kickoff to the side. Deevo is doing quite well to make Turbo fall for these. He's doing quite well to make Turbo fall for those fake kickoffs, because at least, if nothing else, he is dodging, or he's faking a dodge, which from the opponent's perspective makes it more likely for them to fall for. And one thing to... Sorry, hold on a second. Got hay fever today because, believe it or not, the sun was out in Scotland. I know, tell me about it. It was humid outside. Couldn't believe it. But like I was saying, one thing to notice about Deevo's dribbles is the first thing that he likes to do with the ball is push it along the ground and accelerate it to supersonic. And he does that pretty consistently on the majority of dribbles. Just accelerates the ball right up to supersonic, and then only after that will he look for cuts, pops, flicks, throws. Oh, speaking of which, what a flick by Turbo. Deevo's dropping a bunch of wows in the chat. The Mantis looking good in this situation. Very nicely done. Turbo to the far post. There was much more of the net open than just the top corner, but he found it regardless. But keep an eye out for Deevo's dribbles. He likes to get the ball moving quickly. Of course, there are a few reasons why that can be advised. Of course, the first would be just to limit the time that the opponent has to position themselves. Secondly, the shot, if you do go for a side flip flick, is going to be much, much faster than a slow dribble. Mantis Turbo, though, 3 goals in a row, and although there's lots of the game left to go, looking like a much better challenge to Deevo's Octane than Octane Pulsar. Looking very good on the face-off. Is he going to get another kickoff goal? Looks like Deevo's going to be able to keep that one out. But this is still not an ideal situation for Deevo. He's not going to complain too much. Good control. One flick to get the ball to corner and also secure the boost. Oh my word, Deevo with the half flip challenge. Again, Deevo looking for any excuse to get the ball moving quickly, but what a shot! Turbo off the wall. Deevo's going to need to show a little bit more respect to the Mantis. 70 boost to his name, and he's going for a boost steal at the midfield. Not sure if that is necessary for Deevo there. Definitely a misplay by him, not identifying that it's Turbo fully intended to strike that ball from distance. And 7-3, another kickoff going to the Mantis. I'm going to pay attention to Deevo's kickoff here, see which way he is trying to manipulate the ball. Because the Mantis, I'm sure, will play kickoffs quite similarly to the Batmobile. I expect Deevo here to push the ball to the right. Well, he's going to go left, and he's probably going to lose. There we go. So Deevo might want to push that to the right against a longer car, or he's going to continue to struggle. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I don't know why this is the case, but versus Batmobile and cars like the Mantis and the Dominus, you kind of want to push the ball rather than hook around it. So again, Deevo might want to push this to the right. Let's see what he does. No, he's going to go left, and he's probably going to lose. Yeah, it's amazing. It's so consistent. I don't know why it is, but pay attention to it. It's very interesting. Maybe someone in chat could tell me why that is the case, but Octane versus Octane, the car that can get around the ball and push it to the left in that situation is more likely to win, versus a Batmobile. Octane's more likely to win if they push it right. It's just the way it is. If both players are going for a fast approach, at least, that's the other factor that needs to be determined. Oh, Deevo is so unfortunate here. That is really unlucky. The bar down and up is the worst rebound imaginable. And he really needed that goal to bring himself an inch closer to Turbopulsa, who has taken a 6-goal lead. 2-goal miss, courtesy of the crossbar. Making this very difficult for Deevo. Straight up kickoff, I will say this one is pretty much up in the air. I have no idea. Okay, Deevo's going to fake the straight kickoff, and it works. That really should not work, because Turbo has a long time to approach this and see what Deevo is doing. This is the oldest trick in the book, the fake kickoff in the straight line. Deevo with a good half flip first touch though. Is Deevo going to push this to the right? Okay, now he is going to push it, and he wins it. See, I told you. I told you. It's incredible. Somebody in chat, please tell me why that is. Somebody in the comments, explain me the physics. Why do you need to push the ball away from yourself as an Octane versus a long card in 1v1 face-offs if you want to win? Explain that. I don't know why it is, I just know it works. The majority of the time. Maybe Deevo's listening. Maybe he tried that himself without listening to the stream. Maybe he is listening to the stream, I don't know. We'll have to ask him later. Not sure what this move is by Deevo. He certainly needs to be a little bit more clinical with his attack, but without kickoffs I've been going for in this series, or this game rather, I don't blame him for just kind of fooling around for the final 40 seconds here. He's decided that he's going to put his mind into game 4. Turbopulsa not going to get swept by Deevo, or at least so it would seem. I wouldn't put it past Deevo making a ridiculous comeback here. Is he going to push this to the left? I certainly hope that he does. Okay, so somewhat to the left, and it goes more in his favor than when he was trying to push that to the right, so there we go. I think that should prove my theory. We've seen a couple of kickoffs pushed to the side, a couple of kickoffs hooked, and every single one of them went as expected. 2-1 will be the score. 2-1 will be the score. Turbopulsa and the Mantis bringing it back. This is a best of 5, remember, so we will have at least another 1 game. We might have another 1 hour of balls being kept up in the air. If Turbopulsa has anything to say about it. Is Deevo going to do anything about this? No, it looks like he's just going to follow Turbo around. Sweet little dance that they're doing. A mating ritual, perhaps. I think the world record for ball keepy-ups is held by Sebadam. Something
What are your
close to an
thoughts
hour.
on the musty flick and LAN?
The musty flick, it's rubbish. LAN, that's a bit of a vague question, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Alright, into game 4 we go. Kickoffs are going to be the first thing that we pay attention to, of course, as lots of 1v1s are. We're going to be looking at what Deevo does, primarily, on face-off. His line of approach, his angle of choice that he decides to try and push the ball towards. Unfortunately, the straight kickoff is the least volatile of the face-offs, so we're not likely to be able to see much strategy in that one. Turbopulsa does take it though. It's been the case of the Mantis versus Octane so far. And now Deevo is going to be pushing the ball, and it does go in his favor. So there we go, another one. Slightly in his favor. He decides to go for boost over ball there. He'll get it back in his control. The Turbopulsa also opting to get the boost in the corner. Way too high on the flick was Deevo. He could have gone for more boost in the corner there, but he's decided to turn early. And again, a weak flick. Deevo not looking as clean as he was earlier. Fortunately for him though, he secured the boost, and he will get rewarded. Turbopulsa sends Deevo to the sky. Deevo sends the ball to the goal, though that is the more important factor. Turbopulsa had enough boost to go up there proactively, but he waited to hear Deevo jump first. Right, Deevo to the right, I imagine. Yep, and he's won it. There you go. How does it happen? I don't understand. Again, he's missed the flick though, but still very in control. Deevo will be so happy with this situation. It's like night and day when Deevo's in possession. He's freestyling middle. Turbopulsa is going to have that before it gets underneath the crossbar though. I want to see more kickoffs. I just want to see this Mantis versus Octane kickoff. What a pop though. Deevo on the recovery. 2-1. And I think if he can keep his kickoff more consistent than game 3, he should be good here. So we're looking, is he going to put it right or left? Okay, pretty much neutral. This time he's able to win it. Very solid in the center though was Deevo there. Setting up a hook shot, and that's going to be too good. Confident shot from Deevo. Turbo Pulsar feels like he could have saved it, and he's not wrong. Oh, so close. So close. Turbo Pulsar inching off his goal line perhaps a little bit more than he would have intended to. And back comes the fake kickoff for Deevo. This has been successful for him. A strategy which he deserted in game 3, but before then he was doing very well with it. Looks like Deevo has indeed started adopting the reverse side flip flick into his game. A move that we've been seeing more and more often the past few weeks. My goodness, what a shot from Deevo. One of the cleanest power sliders in Rocket League at the moment, and look at that, he shows us why. Just beautifully done. Perfect positioning to slide. It's not even a new strategy, it's quite an old strategy. It's something that's been around for a while. The first person I ever saw do the reverse side flip flick was actually Gambit, and he used it as a shot ages ago, like more than a year ago, when he first started playing Breakout. So it's been around for a long time, but players only started getting really good at it quite recently. As for a long time, forward front flip flicks or diagonal front flip flicks were just the flavor of the month. And then side flip flicks became pretty popular, and then people were thinking, well, why would we stop there? Let's continue on the natural progression. Bring diagonal backflip flicks into the equation. And with every evolution, flicks have become more and more deadly. Deevo looks like he might be set to take this series in 4. A small road bump perhaps, as he took a while to adapt to the Mantis face-off. But beyond that, Turbo Pulsar has not been able to threaten Deevo in attack, or Deevo's defense very much. Deevo needs to watch out for these wall shots though. Turbo has had some lingering success with them. Deevo looking for a boost spawn there. The boost has spawned behind him. Not in time. Turbo Pulsar looking for a mind game. He will get it, and he will finish. Successful mind game by Turbo Pulsar. Not on the first occasion, but certainly enough to take Deevo out of the game. I might as well tell you guys after this, we've got Scrub Killer versus Jesse coming up. Scrub Killer called out Jesse yesterday, and they weren't able to play because Scrub had to go to bed. It was a school night. But we're going to be playing that one immediately after this series is over. It looks like it might be over in about 2 minutes, with Deevo continuing his rampage, looking very much in control of the outcome here. Yeah, beyond that, we'll definitely try and cast another series. I want to cast 3 today because we only got 2 yesterday. So 3 today is the plan. Fake kickoff by Deevo. 5 out of 5, or is it 6 out of 6? He's at 100% success rate on that fake kickoff, securing possession and 100 boost every single time. Turbo Pulsar is going to need to watch out for that one in the future. The backflip flick for Deevo will not be successful, but the demo certainly will be. Looking to come off the ceiling here. Jumps though. Still though, no problem. First touch. Immaculate. Deevo able to adapt so well to the situations he finds himself in. Coming off the ceiling, he's looking initially for a shot, but upon failure, he just adapts into a catch. He continues to control the ball. Again, taking Turbo Pulsar out the game with another clean power slide. But it's when you see Deevo playing like this, you wonder how players like Scrub Killer have been able to be so dominant against him in the past. Scrub Killer, perhaps the only player who's had a very dominant record over Deevo. Good air roll shot by Turbo. He's keeping his hopes alive for the series. Perhaps not done yet. Deevo's half flip a little bit too messy to secure the back corner boost and recovered in time. What do I mean by proactive? Well, proactive is just a move that you initiate yourself without waiting to see what your opponent is going to do. So a proactive attack move, or attacking move, would be, I see my opponent in goal, I'm just going to shoot top corner anyway and see if he can save it. A reactive move would be dribble the ball close to your opponent, see if he pre-jumps, like let's say you carry the ball on top of your car, and you get close enough that your opponent is worried about you flicking it, and then they pre-jump, and then after they've pre-jumped, you drop the ball off the front of your car, let it roll underneath them. That's a reactive move. But Deevo likes to make proactive moves. He likes to try to outplay his opponent regardless of what they're doing. He'll do sidewinder dribbles. That's a very proactive move, just trying to get the ball past his opponent in the midfield. He'll take shots, he'll do flicks. Turbo Pulse, the reactive player, waits for the misplay and then tries to punish the opening. He's going to have to do that twice more, and it doesn't look like that's possible. The pinch from Deevo might secure the game. Turbo Pulse has 5 or so seconds. No time to waste. Good shot, but it might not be in time, and indeed it won't be, even if that shot did make the net. Deevo has taken the series 3-1, and I believe there was a small prize pool there, so I owe Deevo like a packet of crisps, chips in America. I've been so distracted I forgot to put it up at the top of the screen. Side flips too strong. Sis, how are you finding your side flips? Are they working out for you, buddy? Are they working out for you?